Want to hear something wild? You didn't fail. You just discovered 17 ways not to bake banana bread. Congratulations, you're basically a scientist. Let's talk. We live in a world where the moment you mess up, boom, you think, I've failed. You forget your lines in a school play? I failed. You launch a project and no one cares? I failed. You try to do push-ups and collapse after 3? Okay, yeah, same here. But guess what? You didn't fail. You learned. Let that sink in. You didn't fail. You learned what didn't work this time. Let's take it back. When babies are learning to walk, they fall. A lot. Like wobble, step, crash, repeat 42 times. But nobody stands over them and says, well, Timmy, walking's clearly not your thing. Time to crawl forever. Nope. We cheer. We clap like they just won the Olympics. Why? Because we know they're not failing. They're learning. But somehow, as we grow up, we forget that. We think if something doesn't work out the first time, it means we suck. Nope. It means you're human. Welcome to the club. Free snacks on the left. Let me tell you a story. There was this guy, super into science, who tried over 1,000 times to invent a light bulb. People said, dude, give up. You failed like 1,000 times. You know what he said? I haven't failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that don't work. That guy? Yeah, Thomas Edison invented the thing lighting up your room right now. Imagine if he gave up at attempt number 12 because he thought he was a failure. We'd all be sitting in the dark like raccoons. Here's the truth. Learning looks a lot like failing. It's messy. It's frustrating. It's sometimes ugly crying into a pillow at 2 a.m. because your PowerPoint crashed and you didn't save it. Been there. Felt that. But every time you mess up, you get a little better. You learn what doesn't work. You get one step closer to what does. Even Google Maps gets it wrong sometimes and says, rerouting? Are you better than Google Maps? Well, probably not, but still. Let's make it practical. Say you try cooking for the first time and burn everything. Pans smoking, fire alarms crying, your dog is hiding under the table. It's not a fail. It's a lesson. Lesson 1. Don't use maximum heat for everything. Lesson 2. Maybe read the recipe before starting. Lesson 3. Uber Eats is always an option. Next time, you do a little better. Now that's growth. You didn't fail at cooking. You just had a dramatic rehearsal. Same with relationships. You liked someone, it didn't work out. You think, I failed at love. No, you didn't. You learned more about what you want, what you need, what you deserve. You learned how to set boundaries. You learned that texting wide at 2 a.m. isn't a solid communication strategy. Next time, you're a little wiser, a little stronger, and probably have better taste. Even in school, let's say you bombed a test. Sure, that stings, but it doesn't mean you are a failure. It means maybe you need a new way to study. Maybe you were distracted. Maybe you didn't understand the topic yet. Notice that word? Yet. You didn't fail. You're not finished. You're in progress. You know who fails? People who try. You can't fail at something you never started. So the very fact that you failed means you showed up. You attempted. You had the courage to do something uncomfortable. Do you know how many people don't even try because they're scared of failing? So guess what? You're already ahead of the game. You're doing the work. You're learning. You're growing. Let's make a deal. Next time something goes sideways, don't say, I failed. Say, I'm learning. Say it out loud right now. Come on, no one's listening. Except me, but I'm AI, so technically not even alive. Say it. I'm not failing. I'm learning. And don't just say it, believe it, because if you keep going, keep tweaking, keep trying, one day you'll look back and realize what felt like failure was just your training montage. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every step, every stumble, every awkward moment. It's building you. Just like a video game. You lose a few rounds, you figure out the boss's moves, you come back smarter. Boom! Level up. So no, you haven't failed. You've just collected some solid what not to do's for your future memoir. And honestly, that's pretty genius. Now go out there and learn like a legend, and maybe turn the stove down a little. Seriously, that pan is still smoking.